Okay, I know some of y'all, I know in past time y'all would never like to see the blank screen, so I'm trying to put it on my face, but it's getting dark. Um, I just want to say to y'all, um, happy Sunday. Have a blessed Sunday. Um, I know I'm posting a lot of spiritual stuff on my hair channel, and it's probably kind of confusing to most of y'all, but I'm trying to store up enough videos because I'm starting my my Godly Thoughts channel. It's already up. I just gotta put stuff on there, but I just want to let y'all know that I have it, um, and I'm gonna be transferring some of my latest videos to Godly Thoughts. So, to the ones that I know and that I trust, I will send y'all the link. Um, I have to do an update with y'all and let y'all know what happened. I know I say this every time, but I really am getting ready to come up with the update video as to why I left YouTube in the first place, um, what happened with me and the movie addict, and all this stuff. Okay, so for those that's close to me, y'all already know what happened. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna update y'all and tell you why I'm back um on here. And when what I don't even know, what, I'll tell you in the update. But anyway, that was just a small commercial. Uh what I learned. Now I'm going back to if you guys watched the video about what happened to me, because lately God has been well, he's always dealt with me with in dreams and in visions and stuff um for most of my life. Ever since I can remember, ever since I was really small. Um, talk about like toddler age and stuff like that. Um, he always dealt with me, allowed me to see things and stuff like that. And no, I'm not schizophrenic, guys. Come on, it's like there's some people that can see, like God allows them to see in the spirit realm, and some people use it for the wrong things, and they end up seeing hell on earth, and they get tormented. And you know, I'm gonna give a testimony, something about that, because I understand what that is. Uh, I know what it is to be on both sides, and being on God's side is the better side. Just saying. Um, but here recently, you know, I've been praying and spending time with Him, and He has been really dealing with me about me and trying to clean me up. And what I learned through all of this was about condemnation, being judgmental, and being religious. Um, the Holy Spirit kept taking me back to when He first saved me and I was in college. And He kept giving me a vision of this guy I used to talk to. We were friends. We always had classes together. And we were like the last ones hanging in there. We were in college for the longest. Like we all started out in a group and a lot of us dropped out. We were still hanging in there, still had um courses together, and we were talking and stuff. And he remembers me before I got saved, and he remembers me after. He used to ask me questions, and I used to answer them. And there was something I wrote to him, and we were in class, and I said to him, um, as far as people were concerned, you know, judging people, that's God's job. And when the Holy Spirit was dealing with me in the prayer group that day, he took me back there in my mind, like not, I didn't see it in a closed vision. He was just dropped it in my spirit, brought it back to my remembrance of what I had wrote to that boy. And then it reminded me that when I was condemning people and when I was being judgmental, I feel this in my soul. And when I was operating out of legalism and out of religion, it was like I was trying to do God's job, whether I realized it or not. Um, the one thing that hit me was Jesus is God, and he was the very image of the invisible God on earth. He walked this earth and he made the place, and the place didn't even recognize him, but he made it, and he didn't condemn that woman. So why are we condemning people? Why did I condemn somebody? Why would I do that? Because that's God's job. And I don't know, my mind began to go to unrighteousness. Um, when we operate in those spirits and we do those things, because people think of unrighteousness as like obvious sins, like you're lusting or you're committing adultery, or oh you're a homosexual, or you're a lesbian, or oh you're lying and you're cheating and you're conning people. But nah, no, no, those are not, yeah, obvious sins. But to be honest with you, I think the worst type of sin is when you're really like you're trying to do God's job. You know, I'm gonna save these people. No, that's God's job. We're supposed to tell them the truth, lead them to the water, so they could drink the water, right? We can't make them we can't force them to drink the water, you know? And that's what legalism does. Like, that's what religion is. Like, you're doing ritualistic things, and uh, it's a horrible spirit. And then, like, on top of that, you know, judging people. Jesus said, don't judge anybody for fear that you're going to be judged. So, when we're here being judgmental, is that not God's job to judge? I can't do his job and condemning somebody. I don't have a heaven or a hell to put anybody in. So that didn't give me a right to condemn anybody, and then let alone my own self. Wow. So I wasn't looking at it like that. But see, when you be operating in unrighteousness, that stuff be blinding you. So I'm just thanking for deliverance and understanding. And I'm starting to get a better understanding of what unrighteousness really is and what it really looks like. It's not always what the people are saying it is. God is showing me what is unrighteousness to him. And, you know, it's man's way of doing things. And that's the God honest truth. It's our way of doing things because we don't have the, what's the word? We don't have the knowledge nor the wisdom to, how can I say this? yes, we have a free will, but we really don't have God's knowledge, and we're not God. So we really have to depend on Him to direct us on how to do things, because it's like a kid trying to operate a car and drive for the first time. It's like a child getting behind a, a car, like sitting in the driver's seat and driving a car. Well, I would not have wanted, oh my gosh, whew, I had a daughter that tried to do, she almost killed me, like, look, it's like that. It's like a child walking off from their parent because, you know, they think they know where they're going. I had a daughter that did that. She scared the crap out of me. Like, we all here looking all over her. This girl, she was a wanderer, and there's some kids that do that. They wander and there's no fear, nothing. So I'm saying that to say it's like that. It's in that frame. We're operating in a realm that we don't understand or know. So it's unrighteousness, trying to do things our way, and I have to humble myself because it's getting on me about some stuff, and trying to go ahead of him because I want it now, and he's like, wait, and he knows. So I don't want to be in unrighteousness. I'm learning, Lord. I am really learning. All right. Um, this is up for 11 minutes, and it was supposed to only be 7. All right, let me get out here and go to the store. And God bless y'all. Bye bye.